Andre Aleshu is going to set things off with a serve. They go to the outside and looking for the kill is Owen Wolburton. He will get it. Harvard off and running early. Nearly 5. A strong serve right to the chest of Lopez. Monster block, Brian Thomas. Including a career-high 29 versus Princeton on February 6th in just 4 sets. Outside, and that'll do it. Parker Moorhead takes it into his own hands. NJIT takes the first set, 25-21. 4 kills for Novak, 3 for Moorhead, 3 for Hines. And NJIT, much like last night, takes the first frame. We'll be back at the Malkin Athletic Center in Cambridge, Massachusetts for set number 2. A little bit confused as NJIT. Great dig there from Kai Gann. And looking to capitalize is Sawyer Nichols. He found an open space on the NJIT side of things. He was able to pot it home. And Harvard with their first lead this second set.
And I mean, beat one of those teams.
Service ace, put it on the board for Kai Gann. Harvard up by 3, and what a response coming out of the timeout.
First ace of the evening for the Crimson. That was as perfectly placed as you can put it.
Could not have come at a better time either. That is Kai Gann's 4th service ace this season. Gann, the set for the outside for birdie. It deflected off of Figueiredo. And they'll get the tool off of Owen Wolbert, and JIT back within 2. Highlanders now nearly out of system. Fung with the dig. Birdie again, rejected! Latkowski. Good pushback from the Harvard Crimson after NJIT went on that 4-0 run earlier in this set to really start to command things a little bit, but Harvard not going to go away quietly. One hand slaps it back over to Wolbert, and he'll capitalize. Nichols, one hand slaps it over to Wolbert, and he'll finish the job with a big swing. And Harvard back down by 1.
Celeste Campo, the freshman from Little Elm, Texas, serves. Camacho Castro receives. Kohler to the set. Ugolini goes to Cronkite. Smilovic rejected. Still kept alive by the Bearcats, however. Cronkite bumps it over. Ugolini, Kohler, Talmadge, still no. Great dig by Dimitrova. Smilovic again. Ugolini keeps it up. Kohler tries to be sneaky. Still no. Dimitrova hammers it down, but just too far past the line. Point Bulldogs.
Good positioning defensively by Nichols. They go to the far side, and finding floor is Zach Birdie.
First time they've had an opportunity to set Birdie. It's a good call by Bishop. Shevchuk was recovering from the block, so Bishop calls him off, says, "I'll take this one." And does a good job giving Birdie time to see around the block.
Birdie, when they played BYU last year, Zach Birdie recorded 12 kills against them. He's also currently sitting at 299 career digs. One more, he'll be at an even 300 as Sawyer Nichols gets the tool kill off of Trent Mosier. And a timeout is going to be called by BYU's head coach Sean Olmstead. The Crimson starting to claw back in this one here. Indeed, Trevor Herget, the freshman from Darien, Connecticut, younger brother to Tyler. Wearing number 4 in white. Here he is now looking for the kill, and he's going to get it. Trevor Herget gets on the board offensively. He's the outside hitter. Tyler's the setter. And the two of them combine to get on the board for the Cougars. It's 19-10.
That one sent down. Great dig by Camacho Castro. Ugolini again with the soft touch. Rushing in to keep it alive was Malik. That one's rejected by Curran, but still kept alive by the Great Danes. Castro, Kohler the set. Goes for Talmadge, can't get it. Barron with the dig. Kohler for Ugolini, running up, gets it. Barletta serves, Barron receives, Kohler sets, near side, London Hunt finds the corner. That one had eyes, beautiful. Yashar sets, Ronyuk. Dug out by Barron. Kohler, Ocelli ends the game right in the corner. And the Bulldogs start their conference record 1-0.
Quinn Bishop, who achieved his new career high in kills last night with 10. As the kill is there for the Cougars, and now they're up by 3, their largest lead this second frame.
Yeah, confident going to that back row attack, whether it's Tafunga or Mosier. whoever it may be, has been spot on for BYU so far tonight.
A little bit of a floater serve from Chambers there. Trying to make him pay, and doing so is Zach Birdie. He drills one.
Nice quick run, reward the pass from Birdie, and a good run in the middle by Wolbert. Really sold like he was going to get that set, and that paused the block just for a moment.
Well timed by the Crimson, and now it's the junior from Jackson, Ohio, Owen Wolbert. His turn to serve. Goes right to Tafunga with the reception. Near side looked like they were going for Tafunga. It was Mosier. Getting the tool, he fights through the block. Sawyer Nichols emphatically.
Now that should be a big energy boost on the Harvard side. You'll love when the middles go back and play some defense. Owen Wolbert able to stand solid there and make a good pass off that big swing out of the back row.
Wolbert to serve yet again. Harvard down 9-7. Good dig, diving to his right was Fife, but they're unable to follow it up. And Harvard has now tied this thing up.
First ace of the set for the Crimson after they had 4 in the first. So, again, they've kind of gone toe-to-toe with BYU serving-wise. That was going to be a big key to this one.
Wolbert continuing his hot streak. Going to the middle, well read by Wolbert defensively. It's just pushed over by Nichols. BYU tries again. Tafunga drills one. He's heating up. Talon Jonathan Tafunga with yet another kill. BYU takes back the lead. That's kill number 8 for him.
Yeah, they're going to keep going to that matchup with Shevchuk right now in the front row. Whenever you see that setter up front for the other team, that's always a spot you want to try to at least put some pressure on and see how that setter holds up in the blocking game.
Tafunga, 6'5". It's a relatively average height in terms of men's volleyball, but just his overall size and his power. Another ace on the board, this time for the Crimson. The Cougars are trying to say it went a little bit far past that back line.
Well, not enough
final
for Sean
Harvard with
Olmstead
their
to
first
challenge.
lead.
Yeah, first blush, I thought this one was in.
It was the serve from Adrian Shevchuk. No challenge taken by Sean Olmstead. The play will stand. Fung with the initial touch. Able to save it was Shevchuk. Great defense going down to a knee was Bishop for the dig. Getting the kill. Birdie capitalizes. And Harvard is in total control. It's 12-10.
Oh, outstanding defense by Fung. First touch, just give somebody a shot. Great pursuit by Shevchuk. Harvard able to survive the extended rally, and Birdie beats the triple block.
Again, Fife with another dig off the reception from the serve. It rockets off of Fung's forearms. Point goes to the Cougars. It's 12-11.
Harvard picking up the defense a little bit here in the second set.
So far this season, BYU has either won in straight sets or lost in 5. Both losses coming to 5th-ranked UC Irvine. Miscommunication for the Cougars. They were out of system. Jackson Fife and Trent Mosier got their signals crossed.
Yeah, I mean, tough ball here on the swing from Thomas. Fife is trying to pull this one pretty much off the floor, and it just pinballs right off of Mosier.
Birdie with the Crimson up by 2, just kind of floats it over.
That was a missed toss.
He kind of almost underhand served that, tossed it up too low. BYU able to score on the attack. Now down by just 1.
I think it kind of just rolled off his fingertips. Usually you want, you get that flick at the end to get the height.
Definitely looked a little bit awkward there on that release. Fung with a tough reception. Bad second hit by Shevchuk. Just slapping it over was Sawyer Nichols. BYU looking to capitalize. Bishop getting a piece of it defensively. Rejected! Sawyer Nichols went for it. It was turned away. Trent Mosier, Gavin Chambers in the middle.
Yeah, it's a big-time block by Chambers. I like the decision, honestly, by Nichols. This ball's up for grabs. He says, let me go and try to get it. And Chambers just takes away his airspace.
Chambers 13th in the NCAA in blocks per set, averaging 1.13. That's out of the reach of Adrian Shevchuk, and BYU is back up by 1.
Interesting. They try to mix it up and put Nichols a little tighter to the net that time. Even when he's in the front row, Harvard will typically set the sophomore a little more off the net. That time Shevchuk put him tight, and you could only bounce it off the block.
Tyler Herget already with 21 helpers. A little dink shot is good. Brian Thomas throwing the off speed, and it works for the Crimson.
Yeah, that's a really effective tip. It's when it can be an effective shot. You want to put it almost directly just over the top of the blocker, because even if everybody else comes crashing in like they did that time for BYU, if you put it almost directly behind the blocker and not too far to one side or the other, it's going to be almost impossible to really get good contact and give yourself a chance to make a play.
Max Philippe was diving in, looking for the pancake to keep it alive, just out of his reach. Near side, tooling it was Old Daney. He ricochets it off of Quinn Bishop.
The block was there, but just angled too far to the side.